Today I'll be analyzing how US culture is represented in the film Outsourced through Hofstede's six cultural dimensions. The film gives us a window into how American values contrast with Indian cultural expectations. First, we got power distance. The US is low in power distance, meaning managers and employees interact more as equals. In the film, Todd expects to be on a first name basis with his employees and casual chats with them. But his Indian staff stand when he enters a room and call him Mr. Anderson. This shows the US cultural expectation of equality compared to India's more formal hierarchy. Next, we have individualism versus collectivism. The US is highly individualistic. Americans value independence and personal success. A clear example is Todd's initial attitude. He's mainly concerned about saving his own job and getting his bonus. He struggles to adjust to the collectivism mindset of his Indian team, who prioritize group harmony and family responsibilities. Next, we have uncertainty avoidance. The US has relatively low uncertainty avoidance, so Americans are more comfortable improvising. Todd demonstrates this when he encourages his team to stop following the rigid call scripts and instead engage with customers in a natural way. That flexibility reflects a cultural comfort with ambiguity and problem solving rather than strict rules. Next, we have masculinity versus femininity. The US leans masculine, which emphasizes competition and achievement. This is clear in the pressure Todd faces from his company to cut costs and raise productivity. His performance is judged by numbers and results, not by relationships or employee well-being, showing that US business culture values measurable success. Next, we have long-term versus short-term orientation. The US is short-term oriented, focused on quick outcomes in the film. Todd's company sends him to India not to build long-term partnerships, but to immediately lower expenses. When Todd struggles, his boss reminds him that what matters are short-term results, showing the US tendency to prioritize immediate gains over long-term planning. Next, we have indulgence versus restraint. The US is high in indulgence, meaning people value leisure and enjoyment. A funny example is Todd craving for American comforts like hamburgers, fast food, and convenience stores. His frustration with not being able to get these easily in India shows how deeply US culture values consumer freedom and pleasure. Lastly, to summarize, Outsourced showed US culture as low in power distance, highly individualistic, low in uncertainty avoidance, masculine, short-term oriented, and indulgent. These traits shape how Americans communicate at work, and the film illustrates how misunderstandings can arise when those culture values clash with others. That's why we need to be mindful of our words, idioms, and expectations in professional cross-cultural communication. Thank you. Have a great rest of your day.